Yo, it's really cool. Welcome back to MMA Prophecy, where we take a look at fight cards and give our tips, analyze them, and give our final predictions. And in this one, we got UFC Fight Night. Vera Vs Cruz. Interesting fight. Let's go. Quickly, before we get into it, this is going to be a bit different than usual. I'm going to try and fly through these as quick as I can, due to uploading this a lot later than usual. My bad about that, guys. But yeah, let's get into this fight card. Kicking off the prelims in the men's bantamweight division, we got Youssef Zalal versus Damon Blackshear. At the bat, I was going to pick Zalal, but I'm really thinking about just changing my mind and going with Blackshear now, because I'm not really impressed with Zalal, I'm going to be real. And Blackshear is making his UFC debut. And yeah, man, I just think he might actually shock some people. Zalal's on 3 losses right now in a row. Blackshear's won his last 3, I think, something like that. So yeah, man, F it. This is a no bet. It's a risky pick. I'm not interested in betting on this one. But I'm gonna take Damon Blackshear to come in and get his UFC win on his debut. Let's go. Won't get into this one too much because we done a breakdown last week. We got Jason Witt versus Josh Quinlan. I'm really liking Quinlan in this one. They're at a catch weight, which I'm not sure what it's gonna be because they're both 170 normally. But yeah. I'm rolling Josh Quinlan, really confident with this one. I can see him possibly getting a KO. If not, he'll get a submission from the back. But yeah, hella confident. Josh Quinlan to get the win in this one. Up next, we're in the men's flyweight division. We've got Osbourne versus Tyson Nam. I'm going to roll with it. Osbourne picking this one. Jesus Christ. But yo, Tyson Nam's no slouch, man. This dude's got some knockout power. He's a decent fighter. And he's been about for a while, to be fair. He's got some experience behind him. But I like Osbourne. I like what he brings. He's got more attacking tools if he needs them. And yeah, fairly confident with it. But it is going to be a tough fight for him. Osbourne to get a win. Heading over to the men's lightweight division. We got Gabriel Benitez versus Charles Ontiveros. I'm going to pick Benitez. He is fairly older in this one. He's 34. Well, Ontiveros is only 31 to be fair. But Benitez does get hit, don't get me wrong. He's very centre line, like he doesn't move his feet very much. But he's dangerous, man. The dude can bang and he can grapple. He's got submissions there. Ontiveros seems to get hurt in every fight and people end up on top of him and just smash him. That's the way to beat him. Flipping Kevin Holland broke his neck, for God's sake, in that submission. And we know Kevin Holland's not no expert on the ground. So because of all that, there's a big height disadvantage as well for Benitez. So I feel like Ontiveros loses some of his punching power, having to punch down. So yeah, man, I'm going to just choose Gabriel Benitez to get the win by using the grappling and possibly getting a submission on the ground. But I'm not really confident in it. Next fight's in the women's flyweight division. We've got Cynthia Calvillo versus Nina Nunez. My original pick was going to be Cynthia, but I'm going to pick Nunez now. Only because I feel like she's got a bit more just fighter knowledge. She's going to be a bit more... She's going to want it more. Sometimes I feel like Calvillo, when it's not going her way, she gets really frustrated and, yeah, makes some mistakes and whatnot. I feel like Nina is probably the better striker, but she can also grapple. And having the world champion, the corner, it's going to help. So yeah, man, F it. We're rolling with the underdog, Nina Nunez, to get a win. Big upset. Our next fight's over in the men's heavyweight division. We have Martin Buday, that's it, versus Lucas Brzeski. I'm going to pick Lucas Brzeski to win this one, you know. I'm not hella impressed by Buday. I'm not, like, mad impressed with Lucas either. But yeah, like, if I had to pick anyone, gun to my head sort of situation, I'm just going to go with Brzeski. Like, a bit of Polish power. Like, again, like I said, I'm really not confident with the pick, but the odds are stupid. -300 for the day. I don't agree with them. So that's my pick. We're rolling with Lucas Brzeski to get an upset here. Final fight of the prelims. We've got Angela Hill versus Lupi Godinez. This is another catch weight fight. I think they both normally come in about 115, so I'm not sure what weight this one's going to be at. I got Lupi Godinez winning this one. Angela Hill's a really good fighter. I do like her, man. She's tough. She's got heart. She's a really good striker, mixes it up. She's good at walking forward and putting the pressure. She can scramble and everything, but I think she lacks strength in the grappling here. I think Lupi can have her way with her on the floor. And yeah, that's where I see this fight really taking place. You can see Loopy getting the takedowns and just dominating for 3 rounds. So I'm going for Loopy Godinez for a win by decision. Before we get into this main card, some of you know the drill already. If you could, please like the video, it really helps out. Lets me know that you guys want to see more. Subscribe if you haven't, hit that notification bell. You'll know when we drop our picks straight away. And jump in the comments, man. Let me know who you got on this fight. Let me know if you think I've got the wrong pick in this one. Love to hear it. And yeah, if you're not much of a chatter, just drop an emoji in the chat. It really does help out. And for all that, let's get back into these fights. Kicking off the main card in the men's middleweight division, we've got Bruno Silva versus Jaugerui Meerschaert. Good fight, man. Jaugerui Meerschaert, he really made a little comeback after getting dusted by Hamzat. He's impressed me a bit since then, to be fair, but yeah, Bruno Silva's a dog. I think he'll be alright. Meerschaert's got the better wrestling, but Silva's got BJJ, so he's not going to be too worried about the ground. And yeah, he's a monster on the feet. He's got knockout power, and Jaugerui Meerschaert's got a bit of a glass jaw. So yeah, them odds ain't lining up well for him. So because of that, my pick's going to be Bruno Silva to get the win, possibly by KO. Next fight in the women's bantamweight division, we have got Priscilla Chachoeira versus Ariana Lipski. Again, I'm not going to go into this one too much because I broke it down last week. Lipski got an illness, so they've pushed it to this card. Chachoeira's no joke, don't get me wrong. She's a really good fighter. She's tough. She'll walk you down. And yeah, she'll put the pressure. But Lipski, the queen of violence, I see she's the more all-round fighter. She's alright on the ground. She's dangerous on the feet. Her cardio's alright. I did question her heart a bit, but I feel like she's got that fire back in the belly. But yeah, man, this would be a really good fight. It's a bit risky if you want to bet on it. But my pick's going to be Ariana Lipski to get a win. I'll go decision, but I do see her possibly getting a finish, you know. Next fight's in the men's light heavyweight division. We got Devin Clark versus Azamat Murzakanov. Right. Murzakanov is the favourite, and so he should be, I guess. He's 11-0 undefeated. He's got quite a few knockouts. I can't remember exactly, but that Clark's going to have the 4-inch reach advantage in this one. That's it. Murzakanov's got 8 knockouts, 1 submission, 11 fights. So he's a finisher. He don't like going a distance. But I feel like he needs a bit more output sometimes. He's a little bit too patient, excuse me. But he walks his opponents down without throwing much, but putting that steady pressure where they feel like they need to defend themselves. And that's where he catches them. And I see it possibly happening again. So I want to take Azamat Murzakanov to get the win. I'm going to go by KO. But Devin Clark's no joke, man. He could get a surprise win here. But yeah, I'm going to go with Azamat. Next fight's a really interesting one. We're in the women's strawweight division. We got Yasmin Jaugerui. I don't know if I said that right. Jaugerui versus Jasmine Lucindo. These two are really young, man. Jaugerui is 23. And yeah, Lucindo's 20. That is crazy for the UFC. Both making their UFC debuts as well. Yasmin Jaugerui is 8 fights undefeated, so she's looking pretty good, to be fair. She is a nasty striker. Vicious on the feet, man. She's really nasty in the clinch with her knees and elbows. Brutal knees to the body, man. She's good at scrambles, good at wrestling. She'll throw out some subs, but she's more of a striker. Whereas Lucindo, on the other hand, is more or less strictly a grappler. She's learning on the feet. In this fight that I watched, she circled the right side, her opponent, about 20 times in a row. Just 20 laps, the same way going round. Coming in the UFC, that ain't going to work well. You're going to get hit by a head kick or something. They're going to set you up because you go into that side. Because I've seen that hole, and I've not really seen many holes in Jaugerui, I'm going to pick her. She's undefeated as well. But I like the fact she can strike and grapple, and Lucindo is more strictly a grappler, but a really good one. So I'm going to take Yasmin Jaugerui. I'm so wrong if I'm butchering that. Sorry if I'm butchering that. But I'm going to pick her to get the win. Yasmin Jaugerui to get the win. Time for the co-main event in the men's featherweight division. We've got Nate Landwehr versus David Onama. And that's going to be my pick. David Onama to get the win, man. He's an absolute savage. Big fan of this guy. Nate Landwehr's no slouch. He's a dog. In this one, in my eyes, I got a dog versus a beast. Landwehr's a dog. He's gritty, he won't give up, he'll fight to the end. Fight till he's out. And then you got a beast in Onama with his power, with his speed, mixing up the striking. With a bit of grappling, he's got the submissions there. Both of them have, to be fair. This is a really good matchup. I don't think the odds should be this wide. They're disrespecting Nate Landwehr a bit here. But I understand why. My pick's going to be David Onama to get the win. And I'm liking the TKO, KO. Might sprinkle a little something on that. Alright, it's time for the main event. The fight this card was built around. In the men's bantamweight division, we got Marlon Vera versus Dominick Cruz. I'm going with Marlon in this one. He's a really good matchup for Cruz in a sense. He counters his style a bit well for me. Cruz likes to stay on the outside, good movement, picking off his shots, good combos, stuff like that. Vera's the type of person that will eat all that, wait for you to get a bit tired and get gritty, throwing some dirty boxing, make it a rough fight. And yeah, that's the complete opposite to what Cruz is, clean and technical. So I'm loving this matchup. I'm going to take Marlon Vera to get the win. And I can see him possibly getting a finish, man. As much as I love Cruz. Vera to get the win. Alright, my dudes, if you've made it to the end of the video, big yourselves up. You guys are the reason this channel still goes and does what we do. Appreciate you, man. If you haven't already, please like the video. Helps out, like I said, lets me know you want to see more. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit that notification bell, you'll know when I drop our picks. And yeah, man, jump in the comments, let me know who you got. Appreciate you all. Let's hopefully make some money. Let's enjoy these fights. Rico out.